Yeah, we'll go. They can always watch it on YouTube. Just a heads up, guys. Whoever can't make this live stream, you can obviously watch it, and we will be uploading it to our YouTube channel shortly after we finish. So tomorrow or whatever day works for you guys, we definitely expect you guys to watch this in full, so you guys get an idea of where your draft, your team selection draft order pick will be, and that's what we're gonna determine tonight. But to start off, uh, I wanted to make sure that I showed my face to everybody. Because I've obviously taken a pretty big role in building this league from Mike. And you guys were called by me to be a part of this, and I just want to let you know that definitely something special and should be considered, kind of a pat on the back for all the years that you've used to play for me in dynasty leagues. Whatever the situation might be moving forward, I want to let everybody know first and foremost that Mike is now the official commissioner of Dynasty Elite. I am not in any way an administrative role at all. I am the treasurer, and I will be calling everybody individually who has not paid yet to get that taken care of and scheduled for payment. So that is my role this year. Um, Anything in regards to playing your games or having issues coordinating with your opponent for that any given series, all of that is Mike. Will be channeled to Mike. We do have a reserved. We have several guys that are going to be playing reserve roles for us. But I do want to emphasize right off the rip that we expect. I single-handedly picked every single one of you guys. And anybody who thinks that they're going to be able to, get somebody else to play for them, there will be special circumstances where we will accommodate you. But all 85 games are expected to be played by each individual owner that has decided to play here, has made the commitment to, not only play 85 games, but do it in a way that is respectful, with the highest level of sportsmanship that we expect than I have expected. So basically, what I'm telling you guys is all my expectations throughout the years, all my barking through the videos of everybody getting in touch with each other, not waiting for your opponent to call you. Everybody needs to be proactive. And everybody needs to compromise, and there will be sacrifices that will need to be made. We have some guys that have some pretty busy schedules, but we feel like we got the right guys in place here to be able to help these guys get through their season. All of it cannot be sacrificed. The sacrifice can't be all on one side. It has to be everybody collectively working together to get to the finish line. It's not a it's a marathon, guys. It's not a sprint. So you know, just be prepared. There will be times where you might have to stay up a little bit later to meet somebody's, availability. I don't want it to happen too often. We all have lives. I don't want guys losing their careers or losing their wives or losing their families over this. This is a casual but extremely, dedicated league. Of guys that basically are, most of them are married with children. If not, then have obviously the time to put into this to be a part of it. So I can't express more how important it is to bend over for your opponent, do the best you can to give them the best experience they can possibly have, and then vice versa. So everybody's catering to each other, everybody's working together. I don't want this, oh, I can't make this, I can't make this time, I can't make this time, this is the only time I can make it. No, that doesn't work here, guys. So you're going to have to really work together. This has been an issue in years past that the years that I've missed. I've been out for 3 years now. And I hear that, getting these leagues finished have been a bear. I brought all of you back to make sure that this doesn't happen. So, welcome everybody. I got this book right here that I've had for 13 years, and I called everybody I could possibly imagine that had played for us and completed a full season with us or more. Everybody that has accepted their invites know what to expect when they get here. They know the level of competition is going to be second to none. And now we have this system in place that Mike has created over the last couple of years that is going to send our league to the stratosphere in terms of statistical, being able to just store the stats, and we can look at them constantly, scouting other players, know what players are hot on their team at that given time for your series. There will be all this tons of information that Mike is going to be spitting out to you on a daily basis, not a weekly basis, not every couple of days. It'll be every night. He's going to be plugging in all of these games, these box scores, all these stats, and everybody's going to be able to watch your team and everybody else's team progress throughout the year. I'm excited to get started. We've brought some guys back that haven't played the game in a long time. We've also got guys here that have played Diamond Dynasty for all the years that they haven't played in Dynasty Elite or Dynasty Legends or Dynasty Leagues. So we've got a mixture of a lot of different situations. The one thing that we all have in common is that we got to get 85 games in, and we got to get them all done on our own, without any help, without any reserves. That's the goal. Mike's got some really, important things to say in a couple of minutes. Another thing when it comes down to, integrity and honesty, we picked you guys for that reason. There will be no cheating. There will be no changing your gameplay settings in the middle of the game. We expect everybody to broadcast every single game. If you can't broadcast, then you better be uploading it seconds after the game's over with. You hit that button, save the 90 minutes or 60 minutes or however long the max amount that you can save, and then upload it to our channel or your own personal channel, and then upload it and then copy and paste the link on Discord. Mike's going to set up a separate room for each team to post all of their broadcast or their uploads to Discord, and we expect to see 85 games at the end of the season on every single team. So if you start missing these and you forget, we are going to take the game away from you. We're going to give you a loss. We're going to reset the game, and we're going to simulate it to give the other person a win. We want to see every game. We want to see what you're doing during the game. And the only way to do that is if you upload and give us this content to be able to, keep an eye on everybody. There's a $200 buy-in. I've done this for 13 years, and we have never once felt like there was somebody going out of their way to try and get an advantage in the game. But we made sure of that by implementing these rules and making sure that everybody's uploading and broadcasting their games. If you have nothing to hide, guys, then you've got no reason to try and run away from giving us this content. But if you start missing games, you will start hurting your win-loss record until you start complying. And if you don't comply, then we'll find somebody else who will. This is, a lot of money involved, a lot of people's time and effort, and all it takes is for one guy to do something shady, and then the next thing you know, the whole rest of the league is like, I don't want to play in this league. Why am I going to waste my time? Why am I going to waste my money? I don't know if this guy's cheating or what. So you got to understand, your reputation here it means a lot. It goes a long way. And me and Mike expect everybody to be 1,000% clean from the moment we start to the end of the season until we crown a World Series champ. Okay. I pulled out all the stops for this league because Mike wanted the best talent we could possibly get. I said no to a lot of guys that weren't talented enough. So if you're in this league, then that means you're good enough to play against the best. In my opinion, the best in the game, because this is what this league is. It's 13 to 14 years, a culmination of King K, myself, Marlins legend, and anybody else who has helped and jumped in and gave us their time and their effort to make this league what it is. So I expect everybody to keep their integrity at the top of their list of priorities, and make sure that everybody they play, their opponent is happy leaving their series and doesn't get a bad taste in their mouth. That includes, while you're in the game, don't pause it because you're frustrated and then turn the game back on and then pause it again and then turn the game back on again. All these things just really agitate your opponent. Uh, just play calm, play smooth. Don't change the speed of the game because you're frustrated. Don't start throwing balls faster. Don't speed pitch, don't quick pitch, all this stuff. You guys know I've done it over years and years. I feel like I haven't seen half of you guys in over 3 years, and you're still hearing the same thing come out of my mouth. But I'll tell you, it's really important to understand that everybody is literally taking 5 months of their lives to be a part of this. And every single person that agreed to play here, the enthusiasm and the passion that came out of their voice when they said, "Tim, I'm in," said it all for me. I mean, everybody wants to be here. Everybody doesn't want to miss this season because they know and seasons beyond this. We're looking for everybody to come back. And Michael explained to you how he's got it set up, where we want this to be a multi-year commitment. We didn't just sign you to a 1-year contract. We want you here for multiple years, and we hope that you are, and we hope you enjoy this great setup and system that Mike's created. It's balanced our league out for the first time ever, and everything's random. There's no catering to anybody, not even me or Mike putting all the time in to plug in all the data entry every night. He's not getting any special treatment. Nobody is. Everything's random. The team selection draft order is going to be generated by a random website. So everybody's going into it with a level playing field. In terms of our setup, we've opened the door up to allowing monitors and stuff. I want to let everybody know this is a trial thing, guys. Okay, so we're monitoring the guys that are on monitors, and we're going to see how you produce in this game. And if it is unrealistic numbers that don't fall under the real life, statistics of baseball, then we will ask you and expect you to change back to a television if that's needed. But as of right now, we feel, and this is important to tell everybody, if you have an older television, guys, it is time to upgrade to something that has a lower lag ratio. These TVs are getting very high tech. I have a new LG that is, putting out, on 120 hertz, I'm putting up 5 milliseconds. 60 hertz, I'm putting out 10 milliseconds. That to me is close enough to these monitors to be able to hang with them. And I'm looking forward to facing somebody that thinks that they can beat me with a monitor, because I'm going to be ready for you, and everybody else should be ready for them. It's nothing against you guys for using a monitor. In the past, these TVs have been way behind on gaming, technology. Now they are starting to catch up with you guys. So if you think you have, a step up on us, I beg to differ at this point, and I'm looking forward to meeting all of you on the field and figuring out who's the better player, when it comes down to it. So either way, integrity, honesty, communication. Don't fall off the planet, guys. Let us know. If you got something going on in your family and your life that's changing your situation, Mike should be getting a phone call that day that you find this stuff out. You have to keep communicating with Mike. We will do the best we can to accommodate you, but if you cut us off communication wise, you're gonna leave your spot in the distance, and we're gonna find somebody who's gonna be able to come in here and do what we ask them to do. I don't think we're gonna have a problem with this because I handpicked the majority of you. And if you haven't been handpicked by me, then you've been vouched by Mike, who has played with you the last 3 years that I haven't played. So regardless, you belong here, and we want you to enjoy this. But we need you to play your role, and everybody plays a huge role in this machine that just continues to have different parts working all at the same time. And if one part stalls, we're in trouble. So each and one of you represent a part of this machine, and we need all of you working properly throughout the entire season. Outside of that, I'm just excited for the ownership lineup that we have here. It's unprecedented, the amount of DL champions that we have in here. Some are multiple champions, meal ticket, Carly Tones, just to name a few that have walked away with rings in DL and took in all the money. We have myself who have been to multiple World Series. Royals J has won a championship. Um, Too Hot, multiple champion, multiple World Series, five-tool slugger, multiple World Series appearances. Mike Marlins, a legend, was the winner of the last league that I played in. The list goes on and on. My son, Sexy Beast, I don't know why he made that name, but he's going to be a formidable opponent. Young, fresh eyes. Either way, uh, tons of talent all up and down this ownership lineup. I'm super excited to get started, and I'm going to hand this over to Mike so he can say his piece. But guys, just remember, it's all about responsibility, taking responsibility for your own, team, for your own games, and getting them done, and meeting these deadlines, and not slowing the league down. Okay. So, Mike, go ahead and take over, and we'll, best of luck to everybody else, and take over. There you go, Mike.
That's fine. I'm just going to talk and keep it on my spreadsheet so I don't get confused. But thanks a lot, Tim. I appreciate everything you did because without you, this league would not be happening. Thank you, Jaden, for setting up this stream because I know I could not have done it. But anyway, I'll get better at that, guys. But to touch on what Tim just said about getting our games in, I'm going to put what we've always had in seasons past as a vacation thread or like a business trip thing, so you guys can let me know in advance and like not a day in advance, but at least a week. Once you know you're going to be out of town or going on a trip or whatever, let me know so we can try to get your scheduled games that you'll be out of town on in before or just a little bit after, so you can play your games and no one else has to play for you. But saying that, I'm not Tim. I'm not going to run the league like Tim. I can't run the league like Tim. No one can run the league like Tim. I'm not King either. I can't run like him. I'm me, and you'll learn to get to know me and the way I am. I will reach out to you guys when I need to reach out to you if things are getting behind or if I see they're going to get behind, and I just need to know and find out what's going on so we can work on that. But enough with that. Basically, tonight also is going to be our team selection random draw. Oh, I'm going to go there. I just want to explain this to them first. For those that haven't watched any of the videos I put out or anything, because this is on it, it might be a little confusing. But once we get the random draw, I'm just going to use this one as an example. Let's just say this was our random draw. Okay. And I'm going to paste that in, and this is it. So basically, Wade gets the first team selection. King gets the second team selection, all the way down to Jaden, who's actually on the bottom here at 18.
We're not seeing anything. We're not
Oh,
seeing
you're
anything.
not?
No.
Let me go back. Oh, really? Okay. Well, let's see. Which window I'm on? Yeah, down here. I already hit that. Screen. There we go. All right. Now you should be. Now you all see that?
There we go. Now we see it. Yep.
hopefully y'all heard what I was saying, but basically I copied this and put it over here, and we're just going to use this as a mock to let you know this was the random draw. Now, once I get this draw, I am going to basically team one. Let me go over to the tournament because we're going to play a tournament before the season starts. And here we go. This is going to be our round robin group stage where 6 teams will be in each group. And whoever draws team one will get this slot. Whoever draws team two gets this one all the way to 18. It will snake back and forth. And this draft that we're about, or the selection we're about to do, is going to determine this order. Now, we're going to play everybody in your group one time, plus one random team out of each other group. So you'll play 7 games in this tournament. And once the tournament starts, the 2 teams that finish 17th and 18th in points will not make the bracket, this bracket here. This is a Sweet 16 bracket. 17 and 18 will not make the bracket, and they will go basically in the standings. Show you this real quick. This is the standings. Basically, teams 17 and 18. 18 will get this spot in Division 1, and 17 will get this spot in Division 2.
And this is for the regular season, right? Regular season standings.
This is the regular season standings. I said that is correct.
Okay.
So based on your performance in the tournament will be your position in the standings. So everything's random there. And also your schedule position will be based on it as well. So let me get over back to this other page here so I can explain to you the team selection and what we're about to do over the next couple nights. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Sheet 1, was it? Okay, here we go. So basically, let's do a mock, okay? Let's say, for example, here we go. Southeast Kansas City Beast he badly wants the Braves. We'll just use this as an example. And he fears that one of these top 3 picks is going to take him. So he might go to Wade and say, hey, Wade, I want to trade pick 10 for pick 1 with you. And Wade might think, well, I'm going after the Cubs, and I can probably get the Cubs way down here in 15 through 18. So yeah, I'll do that. So basically, I'll come over here. We'll just say, what was that? Team 1 and 7. So we're dealing here with Team 1 and Team 7, okay? So now these 2 teams here will swap their picks. Basically, Team 7 will now be Wade. Team 1 will now be Southeast Kansas City Beast. But now Team 7 might say, well, if I'm going to give you the number 1 pick in team selection, I want to trade this pick here for this pick here. Okay. So now, and we can do it in this round and this round, but now basically Team 7 will take this spot right here and have 2 picks in the first round, and Team 1 will get 2 picks in the 4th round. Okay, this is probably an unrealistic. In fact, I'm not going to let anybody mess this order up with any outside trades. All the swapping, like instead of doing that, let me do this here. We'll just clear this back to a gray shade. I don't know if that's the right gray, but anyway, it could be like this. All right, Team 1 and Team 7 over here might swap their picks here. Okay, so now I would basically, so Team 7 is going to get the advantage because they lost the number 1 pick. So Team 7 would now become Team 1 here, and Team 7 would be Team 7 here. So 7 would basically get 2 picks here. Team 1 would get 2 picks here. And Team 1 would not get any picks in here, and Team 7 would not get any picks in here. It's just something you all can do, a little twist to the draft order, if y'all want to. But anyway, hopefully that was said good enough so that you all know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure you guys are ready to find out where your pick is going to be. So I'm going to go over to it right now. Yes, right. And I was going to do it with these poker chips, but Jaden came up with a great idea. He knew of this random team generator thing, and this will save us a good 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to run with this. I have everybody's name. All 18 teams are in here. And I've already done a couple mocks. I'm going to do 3 um, of these random draws. The first 2 are going to be just to prove to you that this thing works. And the third one will be our actual team draft order. Okay, so here we go. Right now, if you can see, Al Duque is number 1, Too Hot's number 2. So when I hit generate random teams, there we go. It just did. Chocolatito Cara was number 1, Freaks number 2, and Al Duque went to number 18. So that, and just to make sure that they are moving, I'll do it one more time. Okay, Southeast Kansas City got number 1. Look at that. And Father on top. But anyway, that's it. We know it works. We know it works. So if I can get a drum roll, this is going to be the team select order right now when I hit this button. So if everybody, oh, that was a good one. All right, here we go. This is it. Boom. Who gets number 1? Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's
Greg.
number 2. My
Wow.
God. That is crazy. But this is our list. I will put it on the team select draft order chart, and you guys can start working trades. What's tonight? Sunday night. So I'm going to give you guys till Tuesday night at 7:00 Eastern time. Once we have all our trades, or if you guys decide not to do any, that'll be the final time you can do it. After that, I'm going to start asking for you guys to select your teams in whatever order it is. But this order here, right here, is I am team 1 in that even if you guys make your changes, this order stands for our tournament divisions or groups. Okay. So that's that. If you guys have any questions, hit me up on chat. You can do it now. You can do it later. You can call me, whatever y'all need. I will be here to answer your questions.
Yeah, why don't we post those? You're gonna transfer those over to your Excel sheet, right, Mike?
I am.
Okay, and then we can maybe get that out to everybody via text. Maybe we can copy and paste that.
I'll have it up in Discord. I'll make a category and channel for it.
Perfect. Yeah, that'll be good.
As soon as this call is over. Let me take a shot of this.
Said, guys, this is the order just for the team selection draft that we're going to be having. I believe it'll be Tuesday, right, Mike? Tuesday is the selection draft.
Tuesday night at 7. Any moving up or down on this list, you can call people. Like if LJ wants to move up, he might get in touch with Too Hot, and if Too Hot agrees, you can just swap team 4 for team 10. And that's it. You don't have to go into the draft order and make any of those other changes that I suggested you could do. So, but once 7:00 on Tuesday night happens, whatever it is, we're at that time is what we're going to go with. And then at 7:01, I'm going to talk to whoever's number 1, and you're going to give me the team you want. And then once I get all 18 teams, I'm going to go back to number 1, and or you all can just, whenever you want, give me your 5. Once you get your team, give me your 5 keepers.
Mm.
And then once I get all 5 keepers, we're going to move right into the draft. And I'll have a little video on how the draft will work before all this happens. Jaden made a good suggestion tonight. We're going to change it up a little. We're going to do it in groups of 6.
If you guys have, sorry, Mike, let me just say, if you guys have not watched some of these videos that Mike's already put out, highly recommend you watch them and you call us with any questions that you might have, because once the draft gets going, we want this stuff to go smooth. We want the draft to get done as quickly as possible. We've heard that, past years it's dragged on. We do not want to drag this on. We need everybody educated on how this draft is going to work. So watching the videos will give you that education that you need to be prepared for the draft. There's a lot to it, guys. Remember, not only about the player's attributes, it's all about if you can hit with that player, you can play with that player. It's also about if that player is going to have if you think that player is going to have a breakout season, which will help your attributes be, bumped up as the season goes on, because that happens through updates every 3 weeks this year. So again, lots of stuff to contemplate when you go after and make your draft board. I would recommend that everybody has a draft board ready on draft day, so we are not waiting for you to scramble to find guys. Everybody should have 5 to 6 players in each position listed on a board or on notebooks, paper, or whatever you want to use, so that when your draft pick is up, you know what you want. You keep an eye on the players that have been already drafted, so you don't do a redraft of a player that's already been taken, and you just select your players, and we move on to the next guy.
Yeah, this is let me say something, Tim.
Yeah,
I suggest highly, guys, that if you don't have Discord on a computer and you're going to use your phone, I suggest strongly to use your computer. Put the Discord app on it, because this is what I'm going to be sending out to you during the draft. It'll be in order of the OVRs. So basically, it's not going to be by team. Top OVRs will be on top, all the way down to the bottom ones. Okay, but this is a lot of information to go over on your phone, and it's a lot easier to do it like I'm doing it on my computer right now. Okay.
And sometimes it comes in blurry, guys. Like the overall numbers on your phone, they come in blurry. A lot of these little numbers might be blurry on your phone. So I would highly recommend downloading Discord on your PC, so you have a bigger screen to display this data and these statistics, because this is going to be key for you picking the proper players that have the right overall to meet your cap space that you have. And Mike will will be showing screenshots and sending you screenshots of your draft board as you pick, and as your balance goes down in each category for your overall cap. You got to be able to do the math and find the right player to fill out your roster and not go over the cap space.
Right. And if you look at this, I don't know if you can see my screen right now, but you see, since I got team 1, I get the 18th pick in the draft, which means that 17 teams, each time it's your pick, you're going to select 3 players at a time. This way we go through 7 rounds of 3 players. That's 21 picks, plus your 5 keepers add up to your 26-man roster. And if you look at this as well, I'm putting on here as well all the reserve players on those rosters. So you can see when you're looking over to team selection, which team you want, these 14 men. And these 14 reserve men or players are just like your 5 keepers. They are on your team permanently. You can do with them what you want. You can move them in or out with other players. You can trade them, do whatever you want with them. Okay. Let me see if I explained. But yeah, this is important. I'll explain this real quick. Every time you're on the top third of each round, the next round, these 6 people will move to the bottom. Okay. And then the next round, they'll move up 1. And then the next round, they'll move up 1 and then back down again. And this happens basically with every team, like this group here with team 8 in it. You see, they come down here to the next round. So it's a pattern. So basically, whoever gets the first pick, they're going to get the 3 best players in the draft that they want. And then they're going to have to wait a lot of picks before they pick again. But that happens for everybody. Like team 12 here will have to wait 1 group in front of them, and then they're picking again 2 groups later. Just like this one, team 6's group, they'll have to wait for this group to pick, and then they're up next. It's just the top team always has 1, 2, 3, 4 groups in front of them before they pick again. And it's just a pattern. No one's getting an advantage or will be at a disadvantage.
Right. Okay. And that's what That's reiterated what I said before, where this is so random, guys. There's no way anybody can get angry about someone getting, special treatment. There is no special treatment. Mike has set this up perfectly to where everybody's on a level playing field all the way through the draft, all the way through this system, this process, and then even getting into the regular season, all of our teams are going to be level together in the same skill. So, I mean, can't beat this, guys. This is the best. This is the best setup I've ever could have imagined being created, and we're actually playing it out in a fantasy kind of vibe, like a fantasy, concept with playing the games, GMing the players, all of it. It's everything we could have ever wanted in a league, and some. So, like I said, if I picked you to be a part of this and you said yes, you are not going to regret being a part of this league. And I really think that everybody's going to want to come back and continue to play year after year. We are not going to have this draft again. This will be the only draft we have. And then Mike can explain what the following years, what we do in the off season with our team, so everybody understands. And that's why I said it's important to know that we didn't sign you to a one and done, contract. This is a multi-year, 4 or 5 years. We want you here coming back, playing with the same team. So Mike, go ahead and explain how that's going to work throughout the years. This is the only draft. This is why this is really important for everyone who wanted to join to be here for this year, because this is the most important aspect of the system, the draft, the player draft, the team selection draft. And then once you build your team, you have your dynasty, and now you build it however way as the years go on. You can make some adjustments, but go ahead, Mike, explain that if you want.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a work in progress. There's so many things we can do with it, but next year it's basically going to be, this is basically a keeper league. Once you draft your team, you can keep your entire team going into next year if you want, as long as the numbers add up based on next year's rosters and the bogeys we have to meet for the starting lineup, the bench, starting pitching, and the relief pitching. But I want to get back to this real quick, just so you, like, let's say, I mean, this draft board might look a little confusing, but it's not really completely filled in. This is similar. This is what it'll look like. Let's just say I take the Kansas City Royals. So I would type in Kansas City here. And when I click that in, you'll see all my draft positions show up with Kansas City. Okay. So once we get our positions filled, everybody's going to see their team logo, and it should be easier to read as we do this. So if that was a little confusing what I did before, I apologize. But
and we'll post this on Discord so everybody can see everybody's draft and which pick you're going to get in each round, so you guys can kind of strategize and figure out, what players you want to go after, and you got to prioritize, right? I mean, you want to go after, players that you think are going to be popular. You might want to go after in the early rounds, but then you're going to have some diamonds in the roughs that you think you can push back to the final couple of rounds and just pray that nobody grabs them and doesn't have the same, idea about that particular player than you do. This is going to be a pretty exciting time in this whole process, because everybody's got their own strategies. They got their own players they're going to be going after. And you have to have backup guys. I don't want to sit here and wait for somebody 24 hours to make one player pick because somebody grabbed that player and they didn't have anybody else for a backup. So have 3 to 4 to 5 guys that'll be ready, on your list to choose from, so that we can just keep this draft flowing and hopefully get done with it. I'm shooting for a day to 2 days tops to get this draft done. I don't want it to last too much longer than that. And the only way that happens is if everybody's prepared, does their homework, has their draft board ready, and when their draft pick comes, you pick your 3 players, and then you prepare for your next pick whenever that round and whenever that pick comes.
Right. And if you notice, I think Jade and Smooth One got the bottom pick in that draw, which really isn't that bad, because now
I would have loved that pick. I would have loved that pick.
Yeah, he gets first pick in the draft. He'll be up top here. So I'm down here. I got to wait for 51 players to be picked before me if I start out as the number 1 team. Right. So I would basically have to take a team with stud players on it, like a San Diego, a Yankees, a Phillies, whatever. Because if I took Kansas City as number one and then I pick down here, I'm not going to have any star players on my team. I'm going to have to balance that with low 80s and high 70s, which isn't bad because everything adds up to the same when it's all said and done. But there's just a lot of strategy. You guys think about it over the next couple of days. Make your moves, call your people, call the guys above you or below you if you want to move up or down. See if you can make any work trades on the draft board. To basically maybe get 2 picks in the third round, and stuff like that. Or you can even make a trade in that same round, just swap down like Team A could swap up with Team 2.
Maybe we can create a new room in Discord for specifically for negotiations of draft orders negotiation.
I want that to be private so no one else is privy to it.
Well, I think we can at least put out like if I'm the second pick, so if I want to float my pick around, I can at least go there and say, hey, the second pick in the team draft is up for grabs. If anyone's willing to negotiate with me, feel free to hit me up personally, and we'll work together to see if we can make a proper a fair trade. So like I said, everybody's correct. Right, the trade in the details, right? Just to let everybody know, hey, I'm the such and such pick in the draft, in the team draft. I'm looking to go down to get a higher player draft pick. Feel free to hit me up anytime. And then I want everybody to have their Discord, screen names, their Discord ID names. I want everybody to display their cell phone number on there. We did this in past years. Some guys have kept it there. Some guys have taken it off. But guys, we're going to use Discord, but not everybody gets back on Discord. I mean, we're hoping everybody uses Discord the way for what it's for, and everybody starts promptly getting back to people on Discord. But we want everybody to have a secondary option to get in contact with you, which would be your direct number to your cell phone, so that they could at least text you if you're not replying on Discord. We expect everybody to reply on Discord, but if you don't, then expect to get a text directly to your phone, and we expect you guys to promptly, get back to that person as quickly as possible. The next 5 months, I want everybody attached to their phones and not ignoring texts from people. That is the most frustrating thing. We are all in this community together, and we're all running this league together, and we need everybody to, get back to each other within a reasonable period of time. Mixing out any emergencies, obviously, but we're hoping we don't have to chase after anybody. Mike doesn't want to spend all of his time chasing after people, getting them to communicate with each other. This is your responsibility. We're all grown-ass men here, fellas. Mike's going to be typing in stats every single night. He doesn't want to have to deal with the coordinating with guys and getting everybody to play their game. So do your thing. That's why I brought you in here. It's why you got the invite. So please, follow through with your end of the deal, and we'll be good, man. This league's going to be dope. Insanely.
If anybody wants to give him $100 for that third pick, then that's fine.
Yeah, we don't. No, yeah. Good thing you mentioned that, Jaden. We are going to open up this draft, a negotiation to a lot of different things, guys. You know what I mean? You want to throw some money there. You want to try and you really want this spot. Then put your money where your mouth is. Wade's willing to give it up for $100. Then if someone's willing to do that, by all means. It doesn't necessarily have to be what Mike explained, where you could switch other rounds and picks in other rounds. If Wade wants $100 for his pick and someone's willing to throw him $100, come to Mike with it, explain the situation so that we all understand there's money being involved, and then we'll take some screenshots to confirm that the money has actually been transferred and the deal has been done, and then we will clarify that with both guys. and then we'll change your order on the draft board accordingly. So again, it's just really up to you guys how far you want to go. Let's have some fun with this. This is fun stuff, guys. This is a grown man's playground in baseball, in the baseball world, and we've literally made it, and it's so dope. It's gonna be so awesome, guys. Everybody I've talked to is so excited. My son is over the moon about this league. Can't wait to play. We all are very excited about it. So have some fun with it. And guys, don't be so damn antisocial. The more antisocial you are, the more we're wondering, what's he have to hide? You know what I mean? I want Too Hot in here. I want Freak Nasty in here. I'm going to be in that chat in the PlayStation. We've created an MLB Dynasty Elite 2023 chat. I want everybody in there. I want popping in, saying what's up, talking about games afterwards. You know, this is a camaraderie thing that I missed. The reason why I came back was not to chase after guys to play their games. It's to talk with you guys after you played your games and shoot the shit and have some fun and build this camaraderie and this community into a bunch of friends playing each other. Yes, it'll be high competitive. Yes, there's going to be some, anger and some frustration. But again, you take that on your own time. While you're in here, you present yourself as a respectful, responsible adult, and we expect everybody to follow through with that, because I wouldn't have invited you if I felt like you could not follow through with that side of it, okay? So, again, this is going to be awesome, guys. This is so beyond what we've ever done in Dynasty Leagues, Dynasty Legends. We put some great great ownership lineups together. But if you combine the ownership lineup that we have put together here now, and you add Mike's system into it, and all of this stuff, all the fun negotiating with trades and everything, it's just unreal how great this is going to be. And I'm excited for all of you to be a part of it. All of you are a lot of my friends. Most of you are really good friends with me. I'm going to be looking forward to talking to a lot of you guys. So expect me reaching out to you. I am not an authority figure. I am a member. Mike is the authority figure. I am bowing down and just taking your money and holding it for you and giving it back to you at the end of the year. So I'm here to vent to, like, you can talk to me, but I am not here to make any decisions. Anything administratively, anything league-wide be taken to Mike. I'm here to support him and help him in any way that I can. But this is now me handing over the league to Mike and saying, let's not let him down. He has put this together over the last probably 18 to 20 months. This Excel work that he's done is borderline brilliant. And I'm telling you, don't make him upset. Don't frustrate him. He's done a great job. He really has. Go ahead, Jaden. No, I agree. Yeah,
I
it is.
appreciate that, guys. I really do. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So in return, guys, we're gonna give Mike our best member, experience we can possibly give him. Right? Do not make him call you. Do not be the guy he's texting all the time. Don't make him do this stuff. Play your role. Know what you need to do. Get your games in. Compromise. Sacrifice if needed. Stay up a little bit later. You do whatever you need to do to get the games in and the series completed on time. I want every single series completed 100% on the due date. I don't want people waiting until 2-3 days until the deadline is already passed, or before the deadlines. Once your series start and the deadline's set, get on your phone, contact your opponent, set times and dates, show up and play. It's very simple. We're only one league this time. I was running multiple leagues in the past. I was playing in multiple leagues in the past. I played every single one of my games. I know each and one of you can do that, okay? But it's got to be a commitment on your end, and it's got to be consistent through the whole year. I'm done talking. I love you guys. I can't wait to talk to all of you. Mike, just finish it up, and then I can jump on and play some golf or baseball or whatever the hell we're gonna do.
Nice, nice. Yeah, this participation is everything because at the end of the season, you guys are going to be voting for the MVP, for the Cy Young, for the best reliever. And if I don't get your ballots back, that's a lack of participation. So and that could be detrimental to your membership being offered to you next year as well. Just play your games like Tim said, participate in all the little side things we have as well planned out, and things will go great. I promise I will work my hardest to make this be one of the best leagues you've ever played in. And pretty much I'm done. I look forward to starting this season, getting this draft done. It's going to be a pain for me, less of a pain for you guys, but I don't care about that. If it kills me, I'll do it anyway. So let's have a great season, guys. Good luck to everybody. And if you have any questions, call me, text me. I'm always available.
Same here, guys. I can help in any way, answer any questions, or at least turn you to the right person, like Mike, if you need be. But I'm here as well. I want to know I am Mike's support. And if I gotta get onto this video and start barking at you guys, I'm gonna be pissed off. So let's not do that, okay? Good luck, everybody, and we'll be in touch. Go ahead, Jaden.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. And on that note, please turn your Discord notifications on. So when people are trying to get up to you, I mean, it might be ringing all day long, but just so you know, because last year I had to get up with a couple guys a few times and say, hey, this guy said he's been trying to hit you up. Oh, I haven't got any text yet. Well, if that's the case, you haven't reached out to him in 2 days. So both of you guys are at fault. So just if you haven't heard from your opponent, if you haven't heard from your opponent in the first day, reach out to him. Don't be playing the waiting game on both ends. Thanks a lot for being here.
Yeah, I think we're good, guys. Like I said, we'll see you out there. We'll be in touch.
Yeah, and if Wade is charging $100 for the 3 spot, I'm charging 300 for the 1 spot. So I just put that out there.
Yeah, you're trying to get your fee paid for and some, huh, Mike? Damn.
Get a free year out of this. I can't believe I got number 1. I really can't. That's crazy.
I know, that's crazy. I can't believe I got number 2. That's nuts. That everybody's gonna be calling us the Astros. Yeah, we're the Astros. We're cheating.
Shame. Unbelievable.
It's crazy. But hey, I'm gonna be talking to Jaden, because if Jaden wants to give up that 18th spot, I got a second pick waiting for him. Right?
Yeah, 18 might be worth 500.
Hey man, 18 is a really good pick right now. Like I said, I mean, it just depends on what team you want to go after and what player draft order you want to pick. You want to be, I mean, there's so many different ways.
No, I haven't thought of anything like that. I'd rather just go whoever 3 picks are taken, they're locked into that team. Okay. I mean, there is gonna, that was good. That's a good question, but there is going to be a trading period. In fact, let me pull up the schedule before we hop off here. It's
Yeah, we will be able to trade.
schedule's not set in stone yet, but basically, if you look up, I'm sorry, hold on. Seems a little sensitive on this page. Okay, but basically series 1, series 2, series 3. Once we get to series 10, after that, we're going to do our waiver picks. At the start of series 11 is the trading period, as you can see up here with this blue line, and it ends right around this date right here, between 23 and 24. This I'm planning on moving to the All-Star break, give us maybe 2 days off. I'm planning on maybe having makeup games if necessary toward the end of the season, so we can move into the final 2 games before the playoffs and not having to make up any games after the season.
Yeah, let's try and avoid that, guys. I'm not looking. All these team games have to be played on time. I don't want to have to, play somebody at the end of the year that I couldn't play during the beginning. Let's just get these. Let's plan on getting all these games in on time and just follow your schedule. Again, guys, this is one league. You got 4 days to play either a 2-game series, a 3-game series, or a 4-game series, and it's going to be random. So, like in the past, we used to do, our starting rotations in order, right? Everybody was facing their number ones. Everybody was facing their opponents number 2, 3, and 4, all the way down. That is not the case anymore. There will be massive mismatches where your number 1 will be facing a number 5, your number 1 will be facing a number 4, vice versa. It's going to be random, just like in real life. So, like I said, it's truly as authentic as we can make it. And Mike was able to do mock drafts and mock schedules to make sure everything played out, and we have this literally working perfectly. Going right into this season. So everything is set. All we need you guys to do is play your role, do your thing, get your games in. No excuses. Be proactive in communicating with your opponents every single series. Let them know your schedule and work together. Compromises and sacrifices will need to be made. I want it to be made on both sides. It cannot be put on one guy the whole season. So everybody be prepared to make some adjustments and sacrifices for the league and to keep it going and not falling behind. All right. Other than that, man, I'm pumped. I got the second pick. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I got to think about it overnight. I might dangle it out there to see what people are willing to give me for it. I might keep it. We'll see. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's sign off. I think we're good.
Yeah, man. Good. Hey, thanks, Jaden, for helping us run this, man. Without you, there's no way we would have been able to do all this. So thank you, Jaden. Appreciate it, buddy.
Jaden, thanks a lot, brother.
Yes, sir.